And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media, always providing you the timely truth, centered around real estate, credit, finance, and estate planning, and events, and so much more. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Our number one goals are to educate, entertain, enlighten, but most importantly, we want to engage with you so we can help you win.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Save our hotline number in your phone. At some point, you're going to need it. 813-670-7372. That's our Consumer Advocate hotline.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. And we have been experiencing an uptick in calls and people wanting to find out more about their real estate decisions, credit improvement, loans, all types of ways that we're helping people here with the Consumer Quarterback Show. And this segment is brought to you by the Lucky Dill Restaurant, the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. The Lucky Dill Restaurant. They've got a deli. They've got a New York City bar, Brooklyn bakery, catering, banquets, and more. And Lucky Dill is home of the sandwich that ate Brooklyn. Huge sandwiches, great food, great ambiance there, very friendly staff as well. And they've got much more than just sandwiches, of course, entrees and salads and soups. Boy Scout Boulevard in Tampa, US 19 in Palm Harbor, LuckyDillDeli.com, the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And we got Intelligent Talk Radio. It's some intelligent folks here in studio. Back in studio, Kelly Oliver, Business Loan Solutions. Welcome back.
Thank you. So happy to be here. It's an exciting time in our economy these days. I don't know if you noticed.
Yes, it sure is.
Interest rates dropped.
Rates are low.
Who was expecting that to ever happen?
Lowest since 2017.
Who was expecting that, right? Everyone was expecting it to just keep going up, and then we would have this nice little recession thing.
Yep.
That's what they had planned in the planning books, and we blew that all to pieces.
Yes.
Not happening.
Things are good.
It's great.
The economy's rocking.
It is. So is.
We got Joseph Warren in the house as well, spiritual coach. Welcome in.
Brandon, it is awesome to be here. In 16 days, my life is going to change.
Oh, wow.
I'm getting married for the first time.
Nice.
16 days from now.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm preparing myself on the inside for what I'm about to experience on the outside.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Nice. Good stuff. I like that. Congratulations.
Thanks, bro.
Your girl, Paulina, in the house. Welcome back.
Hey, thank you for having me. Love being here.
Party guru.
That's right. We are talking about parties as always. It's always party season, friends, but we have some new ideas that I wanted to share with you, and of course an event that we have coming up together with you, Brandon.
Yeah.
It's going to be so fun.
Yeah.
I won't even spoil it yet. We'll talk about it.
Well, let's go ahead and throw it out there. You teased them now. You teased them. Tampa Bay's largest speed networking event coming up.
2.0.
The 2.0 version, absolutely, at the Verizon Center in Largo. Great location, great venue. Starts at 6 p.m. on the 27th. That's Thursday the 27th. Tampa Bay's largest speed networking event. Spunky spirits are going to be pouring in the bartender. We got a Michi's Catered Cuisine, the award-winning Michi's Catered Cuisine. Some of the best food, catering as well. It's going to be a great lineup. It's all on Eventbrite.com. You got to register on Eventbrite. We got about 100 plus already tickets that we've given out, and it's a free event. That's the best part. It's a free event, Paulina.
It's the best part, and as summer kind of slows businesses down a little bit, this is your chance to create some new relationship, spark some new ideas. You just never know what's going to happen, and I know
That's
that
right.
Especially you were telling me earlier today, there's sometimes, personalities that are a little bit shy to just go out there and start meeting all these new people. It's scary, I know. So this is our way of helping you out, helping you break that ice. 4 simple questions, 2 minutes each. It's going to be insane. So all you have to do is bring your business cards, a great attitude, and a belly that is not full, because we're going to have some great food for you.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be a good time on the 27th, 6 o'clock, Verizon Center, Verizon Event Center. How many people does that place hold?
That place actually can hold I think over 200,
Okay.
but because of the way that we're going to have our tables and everything, we have 150 spots.
So we only have 50 spots left then.
We really do.
Close to 50.
Scary.
Yeah, so you need to RSVP if you want to be at this event. It's going to be a great time, and a great time to make opportunity, connections, great connections, and connections that could lead to more cash, more money in the bank.
Ching-chang.
Yeah. And a couple of hot listings here. Platinum MVP Team is our real estate brokerage at Keller Williams Realty, #1 real estate company in the world. And we got a couple of hot listings here I want to let you know about. We've got 12610 Port Marnock Drive in Odessa. This is a $500,000 property in a gated community on a golf course with front and rear water views, golf course views at 12610 Port Marnock Drive in Odessa. Just a great opportunity to purchase real estate in a gated community in a northern part of Tampa. Pool and spa. Beautiful floor plan that really flows well. A great real estate property listing here. 223 South River Hills Drive. This one is on the river, Hillsborough River, Temple Terrace, Florida. It's a large executive style home, 5 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, single family home on a conservation lot on the Hillsborough River in Tampa Bay. Hot real estate property listings at PlatinumMVPTeam.com. All right, let's jump right into it. We got Kelly Oliver in the house, Business Loan Solutions. Now, these are for business owners, people that are entrepreneurs, developers out there, business owners of all types, looking for ways to access to equity or to cash flow and help you with your business flow.
Sure, absolutely. And so, we like to say we're all things money. So
all things money.
So it could be debt financing.
Yep.
It could be equity financing. We're going to talk about a line of credit product that we just signed up a new lender to produce a new product line for us.
Nice.
Everyone knows what line of credit means. We'll talk about what this program is.
Yeah.
And then we're also talking about wealth building and wealth generation strategies too. So, and it's not just business owners, right? It's for anyone who has a product, an idea, a service, or even like a commercial real estate deal, right?
Yeah.
So we've got new construction, we've got renovations, because there's just a ton of renovations that are happening right now. It's the best time to do a renovation when all this new construction is going up, because then you can compete for a lesser price. It's an amazing time.
Yeah, it really is.
Do you remember back in November when we had talked about, because I was telling you, sharing with you, I'm sharing with everyone here that's listening, that when I get the phone calls, I'm boots on the ground, right? So when I start getting phone calls, and a lot of them, that means there's a trend that's happening. And in November of last year, when everyone was predicting this slowdown and this recession, the next recession that was coming, we were getting everyone all nervous and scared about it. And I'm like, no. The fundamentals are out there. The economy is strong, and we're going to do a lot of new commercial stuff. From November to right now today, it is off the charts how much new construction is going. There are about 10 markets. Tampa is one of the leading markets, along with a couple in Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, certainly. Houston is just booming crazy.
Austin, pretty
Nashville,
hot.
Austin is got even a little lesser so in Austin, but still Austin is growing. Kansas City. Who knew Kansas City would be on that list? Nashville is up on the list. North Carolina's. So some really strong markets where people are relocating to, businesses are relocating to in huge droves. Yeah. So this was something that was unplanned. It was, but it's a nice happy stance, right?
Yeah.
So I think we might have talked a little bit about the reason behind the fundamentals and why they were so strong, and why this doesn't look like a bubble, where before in the past we could see the trends for the bubble.
Right.
So in the bubbles in the past, investors from foreign countries would come and invest because they always wanted to have a little bit of America, right? A little bit of Americana. And what's happening now is that there's a huge flood of people that are leaving California. They're actually moving and migrating out of California.
Yes.
So while that migration is happening, and we're talking hundreds of people a day, because the businesses are moving and then the people are following.
Big time.
That's why this is not a bubble. This is really, really real. And I know all the media, they want to tell you that it's not founded, or we're trying to talk about the trade and the tariffs and the, causing a lot of commotion.
Yep.
Listen, I will tell you, when you just get down to the bottom of the fundamentals are strong. And if you're going to do some investing, now is the time to do that because we are not at the peak of that bubble yet.
Yeah, interesting. Great. Hey, there's a lot there. That's a lot, Kelly. That's interesting. And when you think about what California's done, consistently taxing their business owners, their landowners, their real estate people, they just pushed them out of the state. They're overpopulated, to a lot of the metropolis. And then a lot of those folks are relocating to Texas. But then after that, you mentioned, some of the hot spots in Florida.
Oh, listen, if you haven't got out of your house and out of your driveway and traveled around to different areas, we have more cranes in Tampa than I have ever seen in the entire 20 years I've been here.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, there is a lot of construction that's going on. And so while, the big developers are here in our market, and they are the ones that are doing the big developments that are happening, the way that you can get in and play this game is to be in that redevelopment side, right? So get something that is going to be in your wheelhouse, something that you enjoy, and get it for a good price. Do the renovations, take the time that it takes to build something else or put a little twist on something.
Right.
So that now you've got something new that you're releasing and giving to a market because the people are coming.
Absolutely. How can you add value? How can you maybe reposition an asset, rezone an asset? That's a huge part of it.
Yes.
Rezoning an asset, showing a way that you can add more value. I love that. Those are great ideas from Kelly Oliver, Business Loan Solutions. More from Kelly coming up later in the show. Joseph Warren up next here. Spiritual Coach got your girl Paulina in the house, and our feel-good story of the day coming at you after this short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick timeout.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by TrueLeaf on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in any marketplace. That's our goal. This segment is brought to you by the Bilmar Beach Resort, the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. The Bilmar Beach Resort on Gulf Boulevard in Treasure Island. A beautiful hotel with 2 pools on site and a large beach filled with fantastic and generous amenities to make your vacation that much more special. The Bilmar Beach Resort has been one of the most sought-after destinations in the Treasure Island area for many years. Now, reach out to Clyde Smith. He's a general manager over there. Let him know that the real estate quarterback sent you. Take him up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And shout out to the Bilmar Beach Resort also for offering a free stay. They're offering a coupon voucher for a stay at the Bilmar Beach Resort, and we're going to be raffling that off at our Tampa Bay's largest speed networking event on the 27th, and we're going to be raising money for Children's Cancer Center as well. So that's a big shout out to the Bilmar Beach Resort for doing that. Thanks for them for doing that. And a couple of hot listings here in Tampa Bay. We got 4449 Marine Parkway, Newport Richey. This is a great opportunity for that boater, that fisherman, that person that wants to get out and enjoy nature. You got an in-unit, 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 2-car garage, waterfront townhome set in the desirable Woodlands neighborhood of Gulf Harbors. Great opportunity, 2 boat lifts right on site, boat docks. And it's just a beautiful outdoorsman, opportunity here in beautiful Tampa Bay. Check out PlatinumMVPTeam.com. Somewhere sunny and 75. Joseph Warren's in the house, spiritual coach. He's a podcaster. He's got the Broken Catholic podcast out there. He's got the First 100K podcast. Welcome back, man. What you been up to?
Thanks, brother. As I started the show, I'm thinking about, I'm here with nothing, meaning I'm just sitting in that space of what's to come. Mm-hmm. And really just checking on the inside, like I mentioned earlier, about, I just sold my business. That's a major life change. Mm-hmm. Now I'm getting married in 16 days, another major life change. And sometimes life collides like that, mm-hmm. where you have 2 or 3 simultaneously. And I'm really just kind of sitting in that and not pushing anything or rushing anything. However, I still have to take on that integration of all the wedding plans and venues and the expenses and all that. Mm-hmm. My first time ever doing it, I had no idea what was involved. I was very naive, green behind the ears. And I was telling my fiance, oh, it's no big deal. 3-month engagement. Yeah, we got this. Yeah, I've done a lot more in 3 months with my businesses, right? I didn't realize all the personalities and opinions that are involved in this process. So it's been eye-opening for me. And, Kelly was speaking, as she was speaking about redevelopment. I was thinking about what I do with spiritual coaching. And I also work in the redevelopment space. Mine's a little different. Mine's redevelopment on the inside. Mm-hmm. And I think so many times, we do really well in different areas of our life. And I get to work with these some new celebrities now as clients, and I get to work with top CEOs and business owners, and they're making the money, they're winning in life, but they're dissatisfied with 1 or 2 areas of their life. Yep. And I'm able to work with them and help them restore relationships. Some of them, they're headed for divorces, right? Expensive divorces. Yes. And for them to hire me and work with me and then get their wife back, get their spouse back, and avoid that expensive divorce is priceless to them.
Bezos expensive. 37 billion.
There's no names I'm giving to my clients here, Brandon.
That's the Amazon guy. I'm talking about the Amazon guy.
I know. Of course, I'm just messing with you. But then as well as their kids. Yeah. And I mentioned this last time I was on here. It's what's it worth when a client gets their 3 daughters back in his life after being out and building his business empire to provide for them, but not being present with them. Yes. And missing out on their childhood. And now they look at him like he's foreign. Yep. They don't even acknowledge him as their dad. Yeah. And they feel isolated and ostracized. Mm-hmm. And to be able to work with, a client like that and all of a sudden he's now present and apologizing and asking his daughters for forgiveness, which as a very successful businessman is a very humbling experience.
Yeah.
To go to your kids and lower yourself.
Yeah.
In order to restore what you lost.
Yeah.
And he was able to do that and get his daughters back into his life, where then they want him involved again. That's an opportunity.
And you can't put a price tag on that.
Right. That's an opportunity. Many people will die with that regret.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for my kids when I should have been.
Yes.
I made the extra zeros in my business, but it left me empty and unfulfilled. So I get to work in that space,
That's
you
true.
know, of fulfillment, of impact.
Yeah.
And I help people restore their relationships with God.
Yeah.
And I'm not an expert at any of this, but I've had to face that redevelopment within myself, within my own life.
Right.
And I've been able to win in these areas that really matter, that are priceless, as you said. And now I'm able to show others how to do that and to really teach them that real success is about more than just money.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. So we're talking with Joseph Warren, spiritual coach. He's a podcaster as well, businessman. Give us some tactics here, some strategies. Got a lot of business owners listening to us on 1380 The Biz, the Wall Street Business Network. Got a weekend show on FM 102.5 The Bone, and of course Apple TV, Amazon, Roku for our viewers out there on our TV show side. What would be your advice to some business owners and some strategies that maybe they can start implementing?
Sure. Obviously, not obviously, but I work with male business owners and female business owners and CEOs and the types. And with the genders, there's slight differeres in the process I take them through. So with the men, I take them through the 3 W's, which is work. Sometimes there's a breakdown of work. Many of my clients, that's not the case because they're winning there. But the next area is worry. You know, they're caught up in worry and stress and anxiety, even though they have all these things in their life. And then the third area is women, right? Those are the 3 W's for men, work, worry, and women. And I'm able to walk them through this 3-stage or 3-module process of just taking on those areas of their life and restoring integrity where they're out of integrity. And when they do that and they have those hard conversations, those conversations of forgiveness and apology and restoration, they're able to get those areas back on track and create workability where there was none. For my female clients,
Can we pause on men first? And I love how you broke that down in the 3 W's and the work, worry, and women. And it's interesting that women are in that top 3 because so many times, and even one of the most popular books ever written, Napoleon Hill's, Riches, Secret to Riches. He has a chapter specifically devoted to the men who spend too much time going out, wasting their hard-earned energy, and chasing that relationship or chasing that in the moment fun. And too many times you see, especially the young men in the 20s and 30s or any age really, but more prevalent obviously in the late teens, early 20s. They're spending so much of their body, they're just spinning. They're just spinning out there, running, chasing. And that's a big point I think I would offer up to a lot of our younger listeners out there.
I think you're so right, and I'm able to walk my clients through mindset shifting right up front. They got to get their mind right to get everything back on track.
Yeah.
And normally life has shown up and society has taught us all these lies that, what you really want is this, all these things that actually don't mean anything. So we chase them. And I'm able to, shift their mindset that, hey, listen, what you're chasing, even though you're using it out of context, is actually good things. You're chasing women and relationships and sex. These are all God-created things that are meant for good. You're not just using them, you're abusing them.
Right.
And now you're creating all these problems in your life. So we're able just to go into those areas one at a time and address them and take them on and to put it back into context and to say, listen, what you're really searching for is God.
Yeah.
But you're searching for God in all the wrong places. He's the one that can fill all that empty void within you that you're trying to fill with all this stuff or people, right? And that doesn't work. And, a lot of times clients come to me when they're ready for me. Because not every client is ready to work with me because it's going to look like facing the ugly in your life and taking it on. So you got to get to that place, I think, of brokenness. Now, you don't have to be at rock bottom to work with me, but a place of, this isn't working. I want to create something that works in my life.
That's right. Yeah, I like that. Okay, now let's go to the women's side.
Sure. So with women, it's worry. the two W's for them. It's worry and worthiness, and then a sense of identity, right? Identity in God, their creator. That's the foundation to all of it, and it actually sustains the other two or feeds the other two. So worry, stress, anxiety, the cares and noise and concerns of life and kids and husbands and family and everything, and it just can be overwhelming and daunting. And many times there's this broken sense of worthiness. There's a feeling of not good enough going on there in almost all my female
Not appreciated.
clients. Yeah, but it's even more than appreciated. It's because appreciated could be from the outside in, from others don't appreciate me, but this is an inside out problem. It's they lack their own sense of worthiness in who they are and their own identity. They feel like I don't deserve good things in my life, some of them.
Right.
And they could be winning in business, right? And I work with mega millionaires. You know, one of them 250 million she did in her business last year. It's like that's epic success in society's eyes, but then this feeling of imposter syndrome going on in that same person.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah.
There's a sense of, you know, if they find out that I'm really not who I say I am.
Right.
You know, and this is what a lot of females wrestle with.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially these days, you know, you see a lot of that in the media and a lot of the different, you know, challenges that the people face. But I like how you broke that down, man. Both sides of the coin. Interesting stuff. Check out his podcast. He's got some great podcasts out there. Joseph Warren, josephwarren.net. And when we come back, our feel-good story of the day is a good one. Iowa High School gives students PE credits for helping the elderly with yard work. Stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Warwick Dunn, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by True Leaf on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, helping you win in any marketplace. That is our goal of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And this segment is brought to you by Brothers Easy Moving, the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Brothers Easy Moving. And I can tell you from firsthand experience that they are a first-class organization. They do a great job. They helped us with our move, and highly recommend Brothers Easy Moving. And they are among the Tampa Bay's best online reviewed. Google 4.6 rating, A rating on Angie's List, 4.5 on Yelp, and they won the Super Service Award multiple times. Reach out to Brothers Easy Moving, the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And we got a hot listing here. I want to let you know about on Clearwater Beach, 207 Coronado Drive, Clearwater. This is on the beach, and it's just a perfect opportunity for that entrepreneur, that business owner, that developer. And look at the beautiful photography compliments of Brave Frameworks there. You've got Clearwater Beach, the Hyatt, the Wyndham. Just a beautiful, blank canvas here for, a business owner out there on Clearwater Beach, right across from the Pier 60. Great opportunity. Check out PlatinumMVPTeam.com for details. PlatinumMVPTeam.com. And back here in studio, our goal is to help you win. That's what we're going to do here. And from catering to cocktails to new hotspots and networking, it's your girl, Paulina.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah.
That's awesome. But it's still morning time, so there was no cocktails just yet. That's
Okay.
later this afternoon.
All right.
But I got to tell you what I've been up to because my mind is blown, and I'm so very excited, you guys. So
Cool.
I'm sure you're all familiar with the disc system.
Yes.
Right? Since like the 1920s, we found out all these amazing things. And I've definitely learned about it before, figured out that I'm a promoter, if you could believe it.
Mm-hmm. I do.
And I took this amazing training actually with our friend Jason Avery, and it blew my mind.
Yeah.
So as I plan all these different corporate events and try to get business owners closer with the people that are either their clients or the people they work with, I missed out on a huge thing, is that we're not all promoters running around in Paulina's little world.
Yes.
So how do we communicate with all these people in the proper way that won't freak them out and make them run away?
Right. That's right.
So, we kind of split it up into 4 blocks. There's the go-getters, the promoters, the nurturers, and the examiners.
Okay.
And I just thought to myself in the middle of the training, I was like, it's so much work to talk to an examiner for me. Why? It's like I'm almost like exhausted. But then I was like, I kind of love the challenge. I love learning that all they need is just preparation. And who doesn't appreciate that? I'm more of like a on-the-go, sure, whatever, it's cool. But they love when you tell them what to bring, what to expect, where to park. And so now the way that I'm going to start promoting all the events that we do together are going to be something different. And for those of you that are listening, you'll start noticing the difference where, certain videos will tell you exactly what you need to bring. And then for the people that are promoters like myself, which probably is the first 100 people that signed up already, they're just like, cool, let's go. Don't need anything else.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out with my GPS.
Wing it.
I'll see a balloon. It'll guide me there. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that has been really amazing. So getting prepared for the speed networking event has been great because I'm trying to create a couple of little activities that people can do that are going to walk in. We're not going to get straight into the networking. We're going to let people walk around a little bit, get to know the vendors that will have some tables set up, which, by the way, if you want a table, hit me up.
That's right. Raffle items, too.
And the raffle items. And so there's going to be something, I hope, a little bit of something for everyone where they all find their comfort zone and really try to spark those new relationships. Because all I ever see is, you said it in the intro, I'm from networking to the next one. And I see people constantly doing the same stuff, always talking to the same 5 people, always hanging out by the bar. And this time, I want you to have, instead of the next morning having a hangover, I want you to walk out with a referral.
Yeah, I like that.
It's going to be amazing. We're going to have hopefully little notebooks where you can take some notes of each person you get to meet.
Yep.
And I'm really excited for the future of my new events to come because I have this whole new language to talk in. It's all English, yet I've learned 4 new languages on how to talk to everybody.
So much more, below the surface than just the presenting behavior.
Yes.
One of my passions is negotiation. I just taught negotiation over at GTAR, the Greater Tampa Realtor Association, and and branding and negotiations. Those are my two strong suits. And when you think about that, what I was thinking when you mentioned those 4 types, see, in the book that I base a lot of my teaching on, Chris Voss, he's a former FBI lead international hostage negotiator. He wrote a book, Never Split the Difference. Great book, highly recommend. And he breaks it down into assertive, analyst, and a collaborative approach. These are 3 different types of negotiators, but very similar.
Yes.
Very similar. So the assertive is definitely like my style. I just want to know. I want to go. I want to get it done. I'm always constantly thinking, okay, time is money. Where are we going here? And then the opposite sometimes is the analyst. That analyst is kind of like you call it, the examiner.
Yes.
Now, when that analyst is talking, and they take a pause, what does an assertive do? They're going to fill that silence with words,
Yeah.
And that's one of the main things I took away from that chapter of the book.
And, just to add to that, what I also learned is that instead of, feeling like it's a challenge to talk to somebody who's different than you, like, you actually need those people on your team to make your business the best possible. So,
absolutely.
Like, it was amazing, and I can't wait to, see what happens after this. It's going to be, wow.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to say that you can attach that same theory to everything, even just the way that Amici's caters, for example, because not everybody's going to want to go pick out their own stuff and put their own toppings on. They might want to have a chef do it and have that entertainment and interaction. Somebody else might want to flip through the menu and read all the lists and all that. So like my whole world literally is blown up.
Yeah, I like that. Amici's Cater Cuisine, the best in the business, by the way. They do a great job. The food is just superb. The staff is very friendly, and they do a great job. And it has that entertainment aspect as well when Paulina is referring to the stations.
Yes.
You have the pasta stations.
We call them action stations. So we cook for you on the spot. You get to pick your ingredients, and you're definitely going to love it because you picked it out. So, and it's made for you for the professional chef. He's usually lots of fun, and if you're lucky, he'll sing for you. You just never know.
Throw the garlic in there, throw a little of the red sauce, or maybe you want to go
a little bit of that.
Yeah.
That's right. And so we're having our next tasting coming up for anybody that's looking for a caterer for your wedding, for a corporate event. We have a full barbecue menu. Come on out, try our food. All you have to do is register by calling us, and we could be the perfect caterer for your big day. Just never know.
Yeah, I love that. The food is amazing. The office is right there in Oldsmar.
That's right.
If people want to come check it out. Now, this is for people that are planning a wedding or planning a anniversary party or some type of a corporate event.
We originally started off for just engaged couples, but as I do so much networking, I'm learning that everybody's planning something. So we give them the opportunity to come on in and taste the food and start kind of creating what maybe that'll help you determine your theme, this or that. Sometimes people think they want to come in and get a buffet, and they end up leaving with doing huge hors d'oeuvres instead. So there's so many options. The only way you'll know is if you come try us again for the first time.
That's right. Paulina in the house here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And a lot of times your budget's going to dictate the way you want to go. Right, you might want to just do hors d'oeuvres for the first hour, get people there early. I mean, there's so many ways you can cater this. Now, let's get into some networking tips.
Right.
Networking is, you hit on one earlier. I think it's one of my pet peeves when you go to a thing. You got people talking to people they already know.
Right.
Hey, you already know that guy. Catch up with him later.
Exactly. It's that
make
comfort
some new
level.
connections.
Yeah, definitely. I think a good no is don't give people more than one business card. Honestly, unless they ask you for more, I think it's like, dude, I'm carrying my business cards. I can't carry yours and then hers, like a pack of 2,500.
Yeah.
So I really think that's a good don't. And then probably also focus on the networking part of this. Don't start I appreciate knowing people's personal life, but like I don't know. I'm trying to help you grow your business, and as we're doing that, we'll get to know each other.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't start it off that way. You know, I wouldn't
especially
be
if
like,
it's
I just
negative.
got into a fight with my boyfriend.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
no
That's what I was saying. Especially if it's a negative, they don't want to hear about your divorce or your bum knee.
Sorry.
People don't want to hear about your problems, and and I heard the joke. It's 80% of those people are glad it's you and not them, right?
Right. And then I also learned that the promoters in the group immediately, when they hear any negativity, they'll immediately be like, gotta go, can't do it. So bring your A game, positivity, and share why you're really passionate about your business. You're doing it for some reason.
And tell me about why it's important to have your elevator pitch ready.
Oh, yeah, because you probably do more than just one thing for your business. So you really want to be able to showcase that in the first 30 seconds so they kind of can get the exact gist of what you're doing.
Yeah.
So definitely practice that. I would say, start with your name, what you do, how you help people, who a great referral source is for you,
Yes.
and then who a great client is for you.
Yeah.
Those are always the 4 questions we go with.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Get right to the core of it and be, it goes back to the old adage as well, simplicity sells, complexity repels.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're being complex and people, you're all over the place, you don't have a core message, people don't know what to do. They don't know who your good referral is or even a referral source.
Exactly. So get prepped with those 4 questions, and then we're going to guide you along for the rest of the event. So people love direction. There's going to be a DJ, where there's going to be a bell. You're going to know exactly when to move to the next seat.
Yes.
And then you're going to get hungry. Amichis is going to feed you. We'll give you a little cocktails or something we're going to have that's Spunky's going to serve. So that'll give you a little courage in case you're nervous in the beginning.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. Oh, another don't is have a glass of wine, not a bottle.
Yeah, not too many. Not too many.
For sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I just saw Lindsay's new glasses, and they were like the size
The big
of
glasses. Yeah, right? Yeah, they are.
I was like, I'm coming over for these.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the big wine glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Good stuff. Hey, Paulina's in the house here. More from our expert contributors when we come back from this short break. And also, don't forget about Tampa Bay's largest speed networking event, 2.0, at the Verizon Center on June 27th. And we've got a 6 o'clock start on that event, and it's going to start very promptly. We only have about 40 to 50 spots left for this opportunity. Eventbrite.com, Eventbrite.com. And when we come back, our feel-good story of the day, Iowa High School gives students PE credits for helping the elderly with yard work. Stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
This is Chris Voss, former FBI lead hostage negotiator and owner of the Black Swan Group, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes.
Ian Beckles here with my man Brandon Rhymes, a.k.a. the Real Estate.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by True Leaf on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in any marketplace as a consumer advocate right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. That's our #1 goal, to be that resource for you. Save our hotline number in your phone. At some point, you may need it. 813-670-7372. Give us a call or text. Anything we can do to help you, we'd love to help you with that. Check out WholeBodyFuel.com, the official meal delivery service of the Consumer Quarterback Show. WholeBodyFuel.com. Chef Brian Adamo and his team do a great job with delivering these meals directly to your home or office. I love it. Once a week, I get my meals delivered, and it's excellent food, and it's convenient, and I carry it with me to my appointments throughout the day, and I love it. Excellent food. WholeBodyFuel.com. Every day, we're going to tell you something positive here in our Feel Good segment of the day. We're going to tell you something good.
Tell me something good.
Okay, so a high school in Iowa is allowing students to earn PE credits by helping the elderly. While most students across the country earn PE credits with extracurricular activities like athletics and marching band, the Alternative Learning Center in Dubuque, Iowa, is giving students option to do yard work for people unable to do the physical labor on their own. Here's a quote. Could be raking leaves, pulling weeds, cutting grass, cleaning gutters, just depends on what they need. Teacher Tim Hiltzler told KWWL. He also said that he wanted to add the yard work as an option for students to receive credit because it's not only a way for the school to help out the community, but it's beneficial to the students as well. Quote, the students aren't typically too excited at the beginning, but once they've been involved and start doing the yard work, they become more motivated, he said. What they really like is, A, helping people. They really like giving back to people and meeting the person. Cool story. I like that. We need more schools doing that, helping out the seniors. All right, so back here in studio, we are going to jump into our lightning round here.
The lightning round!
I am so good at lightning rounds!
I majored in lightning rounds.
All right, here we go. Top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Kelly Oliver, Business Loan Solutions.
Well, I always love to tie things together. And, our themes, even though very distinct between the three of us today, have really all said the same thing. And that is, if you speak about your passion, it's never about the money. It's always about your passion, what you're doing, what it is that your contribution is to change the world. That's what's going to bring you all the riches, all the wealth, all of the feel-good pieces that it is that you need to have.
I like that. So your passion is helping people build wealth, helping them with their loans.
Exactly. Well, so find the fuel to make their business zoom. That's what we do. And money is a way to do that. So, with the equity programs that we have, with the, we talked about a line of credit program.
Yeah.
New lender, super easy to qualify, 12, 24, 36-month loans, 5% interest rates. So, it's remarkable what they're doing and what they're able to deliver.
That's a real fair rate, too.
It's a very fair rate for a line of credit.
Yeah.
But this is better than a bank.
Yeah.
These are better than banks, and it's a private lender.
And is that a secured or unsecured?
Unsecured.
Wow. Very cool. I like that.
It's good. It's good
awesome.
stuff.
Good stuff, Kelly Oliver. All right, Joseph Warren, spiritual coach and podcaster. Give us some nuggets of advice, sir.
So I got a quick story. I mentioned the types of clients I work with, and I just had an outlier client come to me from California, and she's 22 years old, my youngest client ever. My prices are not inexpensive either. And she paid for it. She works 2 jobs, and she's like, yeah, I want to put this on my credit card, and can I pay in installments? So I created a workable solution with her. And I said, what is it that you want in your life right now? And she's like, I really want to be intentional about my life and what I want to create. And I'm at this place right now where I don't know what to do. I don't know which way to go. So I really want to sit and get clear on that. And I figured as a coach, a spiritual life coach, you can help me with that. And I was like, how? I wasn't thinking that way at 22 years old.
Right.
I was out doing the thing.
Yep.
Chasing, right?
Yep.
All those W's.
Yep.
And here's this girl that wants to be intentional.
Yep.
So my advice is, regardless of what age you are, identify the areas in your life where you feel dissatisfied, or you feel stuck, or at a crossroads like she is. And then be intentional about what do you want to create in that area of your life. And then go get the help, whether it's me or another coach that can assist you and call out the blind spots, the things you don't know, and help you to move in the right direction to get what you want. Hire that person. Get that mentor. And that will really get you out of that stuck spot or into that life that you actually want to create.
Yes.
And a case in point was, I said, what's on your mind today? And she says, well, I'm really wrestling with something right now. I was like, what's that? She's like, my boyfriend wants me to move in with him. And I was like, and what do you think about that? And she's like, well, I really love him. And I was like, is he the one? And she goes, I'd like him to be. And I was like, okay, those are two different things. Let's get clear about that. And we're able to go in there to that area of her life and help her to avoid what could be the rest of her life a very poor decision. Stuck in a relationship, and she mentioned he's very controlling, right? And I said, what that looks like at the end of that road is you possibly having babies and having no father for them, for those babies, and you raising them by yourself. Is that the life you want to create? And she's like, no, definitely not. I was like, okay, then let's sit with what do we really want to create here? Like, that's a game changer for this girl's life.
Big decision.
Because that was the track she was about to move in. And to really just get clear about that, and that she gets a choice in this, where she didn't see two options. Now she has a choice.
Don't rush into it. I think too many young people rush into that. Not to be too conservative like an old school thinker would be, but just really got to be careful with those decisions of making one household out of two. That's a big one, big decision. Paulina, nuggets of advice, words of wisdom.
Yes, well, that's super impressive that you're saying about that girl at 22, because at 25, I was like, the plan is there is no plan.
That's right.
Things have changed since then, I promise. But my negative advice is, I think, like, no matter how old you are, there's always something you can learn. And, like, I wasn't the best student in high school. I didn't really care. I was constantly planning parties. Oh, my God, I just had this epiphany. I was constantly planning parties.
Who would have thought that?
But now, as I network and, like, I'm in BNI and chamber and all that, like, every time I get time that I could learn something and help other business owners and myself, I get so excited. And I'm finding that, many clients that I have that are older than me, they usually are so open to learning more. And that's amazing. And I think we could all take away from that and just, like, be open to everything, no matter which personality you end up being in.
I like that. Yeah, that's good stuff. Being open, having that open mind. Reminds me of a quote, one of my favorite authors, Wayne Dyer. Have a mind that's attached to nothing and open to everything, is Wayne Dyer quote. But so I'll talk today about the SMART goal setting. It's the SMART method. Paul J. Meyer invented this, the SMART method of goal setting. And it's an acronym based on the SMART. So S is specific. You got to have the specific, detailed. Everything should be outlined and specifically written down as well. Measurable. So each one of your aspects, your goals should be measurable. You got to be able to say, hey, where's the scoreboard? Kind of use the sports theme, right? Where are you at in the fourth quarter? Are we up or are we down? We don't know. We don't measure. Action oriented. You want to make sure you're committing action, being active. That's the number one thing. And I see a lot of times in business, especially some real estate agents that I've coached over the years, they say they want to make money. They say they want to close commissions. They say they want more, but they're not taking action. You got to have the fish in the line in the water to catch a fish, right? You got to put more lines out there. So the R of the SMART goal setting is being realistic and making sure that you're relevant. So you want to be realistic and relevant about those, but also making sure that you're not setting too lofty of a goal. Your self-concept, your self-esteem is going to be driven from how you perceive those results. And then the T is time-based goals. Tell where when you have a time, you're going to be accountable for those specific measurements, and how you're going to measure that is through time. And you break that down, work it backwards. Every day, if you're spending 2 hours prospecting, how many results did you get? How many appointments appointments did you set out of those 2 hours? Okay, hey, we didn't hit our goal. Now we got to extend that out to 3 hours a day of prospecting, or maybe you're ahead of goal. You can relax a little bit and pull back, but be careful. That's the mistake a lot of salespeople make. And so there's a smart goal setting, the SMART method. Paul J. Meyer invented that. So we've got about a minute left. Kelly, fill a minute here. Let's give me some.
You're talking about goals, right? Setting
Yep.
goals and how to achieve things in life, right? So, setting goals, which is a great plan to have. There's nothing wrong with setting a stretch goal.
Yes.
Right? Something that you can achieve, because what I've learned is that people will set those goals for themselves and they'll achieve them way sooner than they anticipated. So they may put what they think is a 10-year plan and execute it in 1 year. And then they're going, okay, now what?
I like that.
What do I do?
Yeah.
So, things can happen much more quickly than they had originally planned. And especially if you partner up, we always talk about mentors. If you're mentoring with someone who can lead you, guide you, they're going to get you there that much faster because you will avoid making all those mistakes that you would have made on your own.
Compress decades into days.
Absolutely.
In some cases when you're modeling an expert. There's definitely ways to do that. All right. Hey, another great show. I want to thank Kelly Oliver, Business Loan Solutions, Joseph Warren, podcaster and spiritual coach, and your girl Paulina as well. Thanks so much to all of our team, our producers out there, our listeners and viewers of our show. And we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some food or clothing, carry it with you to and from your commute, hand it to that person that you see in need, donate some blood. Lots of ways that you can be a force for good in the community. Follow us online at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter, and the Consumer Quarterback Show page on Facebook. We'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 1025 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.